Namaste yogis and welcome to the channel. I'm Sophie and today's class is a yoga flow to achieve your dancer's pose. We'll warm up with a flowing sequence to really mobilize through the chest, hips and back, and then we'll come up and we'll work to achieve the best dancer's pose of your life. When you're ready, let's start in child's pose at the back of the mat. Finding your comfortable child's pose, reaching the fingertips long, sinking back over the heels, heart comes down towards the earth, and just breathe here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, sinking deeper towards the earth. Just a few more breaths there in your own time. Really letting the nervous system just settle down. Preparing for your class, preparing to focus today. Take one more breath there, and then when you're ready, walking the hands over towards the right and find a stretch a little more through the back of the body, through that left side, up through the fingertips, up through the arm, over the shoulder, and down through the spine, sinking your tailbone over your heels. And then let's walk the hands over to the left. And once more, find a little bit more stretch through the back of the body, through that right side particularly. And can you sink your tailbone over your heels a little more? Let's really stretch out the muscles, mobilize through the joints so we can achieve some really beautiful dancer's poses today. Reach the fingers back into the center, then walk the hands back towards the knees. Bring the knees into parallel with the hips. Let's link the fingers, round through the spine. Lift the arms nice and high, find length. Take the fingertips behind the head, open a little more through the chest like you're sunbaking on the beach. Press the hands high once again. Take them behind you, link the fingers, open a little more through the chest. Lots of opening postures today as we warm up. Let's take that again. Link the fingers, exhale as you round through the spine. Lift nice and tall. Take the fingertips behind the head. Open those elbows a little more. Lifting high. Take the hands behind you, clasp the hands if you can, open through the shoulders, press the scapula through, heart lifts. Last time. Link, round, lift tall, elbows come wide. Find your sunbaker pose here. Pressing high once again. Take the hands behind you, open through the chest. Beautiful. Let's move on. Coming to your tabletop position, let's take cat and cow. You can take advanced option with me today. So inhale first, and then as you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the balls of the feet under and lift up, scooping through the belly. Then come through. Come to your cow. Heels come towards your butt, contract through the hamstrings. And again, 3 more times. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale, really focusing on mobilizing through the spine. Like it's a hose, no kinks in the hose. And heart comes through. Beautiful. Let's thread the needle, lifting the right arm nice and high. We'll take a little bit of rotation through the spine now. Side of the shoulder, side of the head come down towards the mat. Press both sit bones equally to the wall behind you. Lifting high once again, deep inhale. Exhale, thread the arm through. Find that twist through where the rib cage meets the spine. Lifting high once again, hand comes down, other side, left arm lifts high. Thread the arm through, side of the shoulder, side of the head come down towards the mat. If you press that right hand into the mat, you'll find a little more leverage with the twist. Feels delightful. Lifting high once again. Hand comes through. And then lifting high once again. Hand comes down. Let's take our first downward facing dog of the day. Tuck the toes under, knees come off, press the mat away through the hands, sink the heels down towards the earth, and then bend through the knees as much as you need. We want this to look like a triangle, like your butt and your lower back are the peak of the triangle. Then from there, let's just pedal through the feet, stretching through the backs of the legs. Always a lovely movement at the start of a class. Maybe give the head a shake, check there's no tension there. Let go of any thoughts. You can pick them up later. Let's really focus today. And then from there, lifting up high on the balls of the feet, inhale, and then exhale as the heels travel down towards the earth. Let's roll through the spine, coming to a high plank. Rolling through the spine, find your high plank, bring the knees down if that's better for you, and then sink back, extended puppy. If you can, you either want to bring your forehead down towards the mat or bringing your chin down. We're really opening through the chest and shoulders here. Then press up, back to your downward facing dog. Let's take that 2 more times, finding a little bit more range. Rolling through the spine, high plank. Hold here. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Bit of strength. Inhale. As you exhale, can you engage the core a little more? 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Bring the knees down. Reach the arms long. Extended puppy. Melt the heart through here. Last time. Find your downward facing dog, ripple through the spine like a wave, and then extended puppy. Back to your downward facing dog. Lift the right leg behind you, doesn't have to be too high yet, we're still warming up. Keep it nice and easy. Tiger curl, bring the right knee through. Come to your low lunge here. So left knee comes down, fingertips down, and we're just starting to work a little more through these hip flexors. So driving that left hip flexor forward. Then from there, lifting up, check your knee, your back knee and your front foot are shoulder width apart for stability. Let's lift the arms high, take the left wrist, side bend over this right knee. Really tilt that pelvis under so you get a beautiful stretch through the front of the left hip. Just a couple of breaths there. And then bringing the hands down, heel toe the right foot a little bit wider. Either stay high on the fingertips in your lizard pose or drop down to the forearms. And here we're still focusing on that left hip flexor and that right inner thigh. And if it's in your practice, you can always reach the right arm around for those left toes. We're really focusing on that deep stretch through the front of the left hip. Release. Heel toe that foot back in. Come up on the toes of the back foot and downward facing dog. Let's take the other side. Left leg behind you. Tiger curl it through, using the belly to bring the knee through. Place the foot down, bring the right knee down. Just take a moment here in your low lunge so we really feel that deep stretch through the front of the right hip. All the while really breathing through this practice, letting the body know it's okay to relax, it's okay to stretch. Lifting up, arms high, tilt the pelvis under, take the right wrist this time, side bend left, and really try and find a stretch, not just through the hip flexor, but all the way from the right fingertips down through the arm, down through the shoulder, through the body, and right down through the right hip and thigh. Bring the hands down, heel toe the left foot a little bit wider. up high on the fingertips here or dropping down to the forearms. And once again, if it's in your practice, left hand reaches, reaching for those right toes. Draw the heel in towards you. Release, hand comes down, heel toe the foot back in, pressing back, finding your downward facing dog. We're taking that once again. See if you can come a little deeper this time. Tiger curl the right knee through, bring the foot down, drive those hips forward in your low lunge. Lifting up nice and high, take the left wrist, tilt the pelvis under, side bend. Can you find a little more length this time? Hands come down, heels toe the foot a little bit wider. Up high, or can you come a little lower this time? Just see where your body's up to. Just finding your edge. Again, if it's for you, reaching the hand around, take the toes, draw the heel in towards you. Let's really give our bodies a good chance to really achieve a beautiful dancer's pose. Release. Heel toe the foot back in. Find your downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg lifts. Tiger curl. Foot comes down. Find your low lunge. Lifting up. Take the right wrist. Tuck the pelvis under. Side bend left. Hands come down, heel toe the foot a bit wider. Up high in lizard here, or finding your low lizard. Stretching through that left inner thigh, that right hip flexor. Reaching the arm around if it's for you. And then let's find our way back to downward facing dog. Walking the feet up gently to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart, hang forward in ragdoll, chest over the thighs. Just check that neck is nice and relaxed, no tension there. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, rolling up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, nice and slowly, all the way up. Coming to standing. Either staying with feet hip width apart or toe heel them together. Let's move into our sun salutations. Lifting the arms nice and high. Inhale. Forward fold. Bow to the earth. Halfway lift. Inhale. We're stepping straight back to downward facing dog today. Roll through the spine. High plank. Knees or toes. Lowering down. Nice and slowly. Exhale. Let's take Cobra for the first round. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Press back, downward facing dog. Exhale. From there, lifting the right leg behind you. Tiger curl it through. Come first to your low lunge. And then from there, lifting the arms high. Twist towards me. Stay right here, or if it's in your practice, reaching the hand down so the right hand reaches down and come into a bit of a back bend twist here. That's it. Cartwheel the hands down, come up on the back foot, bring the foot in, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Lifting to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, length through the spine. Stepping straight back, downward facing dog. Exhale here. Flow through the spine, inhale, high plank. Lowering down, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Lifting the left leg high behind you. Tiger curl the knee in. Bring the foot down and bring the right knee down, lifting the arms high. Inhale. Exhale, twisting towards the left side. Come into your spiral twist if it feels good. Bring the hands down, step the back foot in, halfway lift. Forward fold. Lifting to standing, standing up with purpose. We're taking another variation this time, flowing down. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or jump back, downward facing dog. Flow through the spine, high plank, nice and strong. Lowering down, elbows by your sides, cobra or upward facing dog. Pull back, downward facing dog. We lift the right leg high here behind you. We're taking wild thing. Bend the top knee, then from there, pressing the left hand into the mat. Right toes drop down behind you. Lifting the right arm high. Open through the chest. Let's really find a bit of a back bend here. Then from there, coming back. Reach the right foot high behind you. Then draw the knee in. Place the right foot down. Find your lunge. Lifting the arms high. Take the twist. Find the spiral back bend if it's for you. Hands come down. Stepping the left foot in, halfway lift. Forward fold. Coming to standing. Exhale, bow to the earth. We take that to the left. Halfway lift. Can you make the most of each movement, really warming up the body? Downward facing dog. Flow through the spine. Lowering down. Cobra or upward facing dog. Pull back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts behind you this time. Bend the left knee. Press into the right hand as you rotate and the left foot comes down behind you. Lifting the left arm high. Coming back. Lift the left leg high behind you once again. Draw it through. Foot comes down, right knee comes down. Lift the arms. Inhale, exhale, take the twist. Finding the spiral back bend if it's for you. Keep driving those hips forward. Cartwheel the hands, stepping the right foot in. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Stretching through the hamstrings. And then lifting up to standing. Bring the hands down to prayer at heart center. Beautiful. All right, let's take a standing balance sequence. We're going to start with tree pose. For tree pose, standing strongly on the left foot, then take the right foot either at a kickstand, at the calf, or take the ankle and place it at the inner thigh. And then from there, let's just bring the hands to prayer here. We're just going to work just to see where our balance is today, just to start. So set your gaze at a fixed point in front of you. Core is drawing in, lifting up from the crown of your head. And just hold here, just a few easy breaths. And then from there, lowering the foot down. Let's try the other side. Right foot really rooting you down into the earth. Then bring the left foot either to a kickstand, to the calf, or take the ankle, place it against the inner thigh, and then just bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Keep lifting up through the crown of the head, getting taller and taller. And just that easy, steady breath. And lower down. All right, let's come into our dancer's pose. So we're going to work a little bit on alignment first of all. Once again, find that position of really rooting that left foot down into the earth. Oh, if you'd like to come to, if you've got a kitchen bench top or a wall in front of you, please feel free to come near it, because we want to work on alignment and finding the full expression of the posture first, rather than worrying about the balance too much. So left foot grounding you into the earth, earth, lift the left arm nice and high. Take the right arm out like you're holding a platter. If you've been some sort of waiter or anything like that, you'll know how that feels. From there, bring the right foot up behind you. Keep externally rotating through that right arm bone and take the inside of the right foot. Once again here, fix your gaze on a point in front of you, drawing in through the core and getting taller. And then just to test the balance, let's just bend through the left knee and straighten it. And then let's try the other side. Right foot comes down, lift the right arm high, take the left arm out like you're holding that platter, lift the left foot up, and remember it's externally rotating the left arm bone rather than internally rotating. Take the inside of the left foot, hold here, nice and strong, nice and tall, and then just bend through the right knee and straighten it. And release. All right, moving on. Lifting the left arm high, left foot grounding you into the earth. Take the right arm wide, take the inside of the foot, and our next drill here is all I want you to do is to think of pressing that right foot into the hand. And as you press the right foot into the hand, the back doesn't go anywhere yet. What I want you to really feel is that sense of a lock between the back foot and your back. Let's hold here for a moment, really press that foot into the hand. Keep the core engaged and keep the chest lifted. Lower down. Other side. Pressing the right foot into the mat, lift the right arm high, take the left arm wide, reaching for the inside of the foot. And then when you're here, all we do is press that back foot into the hand, keep the chest lifted, back's not going anywhere yet. Keep the chest up and lower. Good, if you need to relax through the back at all, please do. All right, and now we're coming to dancer's pose. So, lifting the left arm high, press the left foot into the mat, right arm comes wide. Take the inside of the foot, set your gaze on that fixed point in front of you. Inhale, and then exhale. First action is pressing the back foot into the hand. Once you've got that, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep lifting, and then as you can't lift the foot anymore without the back lowering, we lower down. Hold there. And release. Give the legs a shake. It's a lot. It's a great focus. It's a great posture to really feel that sense of focus and determination. Let's take the other side. Grounding that right foot into the mat, lifting the right arm high, taking the left arm wide, and then externally rotating that left arm to find the left foot. Keep the hips nice and square. Inhale, exhale, lifting that left foot behind you, and only when you can't lift the foot anymore without the back lowering does the chest come down. Focus on that point in front of you. Find the full expression of your dancer's pose. Hold there. And come out of it. Beautiful work. It's a beautiful posture, but it is a lot, particularly on the back. So now let's come forward into ragdoll, rolling down through the spine, knees nice and bent, just hanging forward here, relaxing through the back, maybe a gentle sway side to side. And then from there, we'll come down to the mat and we're just going to take a little bit of core work just to knit the abs back together. So just rolling down onto the mat, lengthening the arms out overhead, feet are hip width apart. Inhale, exhale, rolling up through the spine. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down. We're taking 8 of these. 7, and down. And 6. Really scoop through the belly. 5. Think of the abdominals sort of knitting back together. We'll just take 3 more. And 2. You'll have to let me know in the comments how you went with your dancer's pose. If you've done dancer's pose before, let me know if you found greater range through doing that extra mobilizing work at the start of class. And then let's come all the way up. Let's take boat pose. Keeping your hands either behind you, open through the chest, lifting the toes off, and the last option, just reaching the arms out in front, and we'll hold for 2 counts of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, scoop through the belly, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower down, we're just going to take scissors. So left elbow to right knee, 2 counts of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, scoop through the belly, 1, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down. Good work. Just take a moment there, rocking side to side. You can either stay right here, or we're going to come to plow pose. This is another good one, just to really release through the back. Draw the knees in towards you, scoop through the belly, toes come over, back of the head pressing into the mat to protect the neck. And you can always link the fingers behind the back and reach them towards the front of the mat. And here, just really focusing on that beautiful stretch, release through the spine. I really love this one after doing back bending postures. Stay right here, or if it's for you, you can drop your knees in towards you for deaf man's pose. Really keep pressing that back of the head into the mat. And then from there, release the hands if they're clasped, rolling down through the spine, nice and gentle, and let's come to an inner thigh stretch. You can either keep the lower legs bent or take them wide, and then just find that stretch through the inner thighs, holding onto the inner thighs, the lower legs, or maybe even peace fingers to the big toes. Time to start to really let the energy draw down. And we've really focused a lot in this class too. So just see if you can just let your focus relax. And release. Let's come into a hamstring stretch. You can have the left foot flat on the mat or stretch it long. Right leg extends and take the back of the thigh, the calf, or the foot and draw the leg towards you. Just checking no tension through the shoulders and neck. And release. Let's find the other side. Right foot flat on the floor or extend it long. Find that stretch through the left hamstring. And release. Let's just bend the left leg down, bring the toes to the right knee, take the leg across, extend the left arm, turn the head. Just another lovely release through the spine after that dancer's pose posture. Really finding that beautiful sense of corkscrewing through the spine here. a deep sense of release. And then coming back through center, swapping sides. Keep it nice and gentle as you move into the posture. And then inhale, exhale, find the twist. Reaching the right knee and the right arm away from each other. Coming back through center, and everyone finding your happy baby, keeping this lovely and gentle. Either hands behind the knees, take the lower legs or peace fingers to the big toes. Draw the knees down towards the armpits, and then just take a gentle rock from side to side. And just really let the lower back feel that massage on the earth. Stay there a while longer in happy baby if it feels good. And then when you're ready, coming to your Shavasana. Either stretching the legs long or bend the knees up if that's better for your lower back. Feet are about hip width apart if you're coming to full Shavasana. Hands resting just about the width of the mat. And then just really try and let the body settle. Let the nervous system be calm. And let the mind be clear. Just focusing on the breath flowing in and out the body. And maybe just observing if your body feels a little different after our class today. A little more open, a little more lengthened. And I will leave you here in Shavasana today. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga flow, and I will see you again soon. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for class. Remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and press notifications so you're notified when classes come out each week.